His friend had recently broken up with his girlfriend, so as a joke, he dressed up as his ex and told him he was there to keep him from feeling lonely. However, his friend was disgusted by his actions. But she thought that was the wrong reaction he was expecting, since, according to a Reddit post he read earlier, his friend should have turned as red as a tomato. Later, he mentioned that it was cold outside and asked to come in. Upon hearing that, his friend let him inside. At that moment, he realized that his friend was actually the one who ended the relationship because she had cheated on him. He then stated that he had planned to break up with her anyway, so in the end, everything went as expected. Afterward, he took off his wig, commenting that while the makeup wasn't costly, the whole thing turned out to be a failure. Then, he invited his friend for a drink so they could chat about the situation. Suddenly, he noticed that his friend's face had turned red like a tomato, which made him blush as well. Later, he woke up in shock and turned to see his friend lying next to him, clothes off. He immediately panicked, wondering how something like that could have happened. It felt way too gay. His friend then woke up and asked why he was shirtless. In response, he told him to take off that costume, but this only confused him. Looking down at his chest, he blushed and told his friend to think of him as a boyfriend with breasts. 10 years later, he returned with a new cosplay, repeating the same phrase. But this time, he added that the kids were watching. Meanwhile, a child looked up at his father and asked what their mommy was doing, dressed up in all that cosplay.